literally no other way for me to start off this video than by just asking the obvious question. What the F is wrong with DC Comics? Like seriously, I'm really asking what the F is wrong with them. Because these people seem to be either deranged, stupid, ridiculous, moronic, idiotic, deranged, stupid, moronic. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there was a time when comic books were penned by some of the greatest writers ever. They did stories that were so amazing. It actually drew people in. You actually wanted to read what was going on. The characters were so fantastic. They got rid of all of them because they didn't have the right politics or something. And started bringing in one idiot after the next to just ruin everything. And DC seems to be perfectly happy to believe that all they need to do is keep shooting themselves in the foot and somehow it's going to heal better. I, I don't know. That's possibly their plan, maybe. I'm not sure. It's confusing, but that's what it is. Now, this is absolute and utter nonsense. Now, I did a video recently about how they're going to be doing this Secret Six book, and Nicole Maines is going to be writing it. And the thing about Nicole Maines is that Nicole Maines is not a comic book writer, right? Nicole Maines is a transgender person and also a trans activist who starred in the Supergirl TV series as Dreamer, and then they brought the character into DC Comics and just gave Nicole Maines the ability to write this character simply because Nicole Maines is transgender. That's the only qualification that Nicole Maines needs to do this. That's it. And that's what's been going on. Just give her this opportunity to write this book, and it's just like everything Nicole Maines write is something related to some crap involving this. But this time, I'm telling you, this time they go to a whole new level of disturbing loop. Honestly. There's an article here from Newsarama. Secret Six, Nicole Maines on reviving DC's anti-hero team and her potential villain origin story for Dreamer and Superman John Kent. You know, there are parts in this, and I need to go over in regards to the kind of nonsense that's happening. So bear with me as I get to the first part that really, really gonna make you cringe. When they ask Nicole Maines about what's it like for you as a writer getting to really own and steer this character they're talking about, Dreamer. This is what Nicole Maines had to say. I love it. I'm always asked, do I want to write other characters? And I'm like, of course, but this is what I want to be doing now. I do have such a deep connection with her, and I think she's so freaking cool. I do have a 5-year plan, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm so blessed to be in a position where DC keeps saying yes to me. I've been so lucky that they have allowed me to continue this and learn on the job. It truly is the ultimate honor to get to shepherd this character from the show into comics and have her be a part of these big events. So yeah, DC is just basically telling Nicole Maines yes when it comes to anything. That's what she come out here and said. They keep saying yes to me. So it doesn't matter what ridiculous crap Nicole Maines tells them that she wants to do with this character. They're just like, yes, perfectly fine, yes, because there's no editorial oversight at DC. None. Nobody is coming and saying, listen, this is crap, you can't write, you should leave. No. They just say anything like, yeah, sure, not a problem. Come on in. Do that. Everything's fine. Please keep messing up everything. We're perfectly happy to just allow you to continue to do this. We don't seem to care nor want to stop anything that could potentially be absolutely dangerous and ridiculous. No, we're perfectly happy to just keep doing that and then act like, well, everything's okay because we're telling you yes non-stop for some sick reason. You understand me? That's just it. But if you thought that was stupid, oh no, it gets really, really disturbing at this point. Because you're going to hear this part of it, and this is what really pisses me off. This is what Nicole Maines has to say. And not to be woke, but to have one of these major characters, especially right now in the political climate, be a trans woman and have it not be the center of her story, while also recognizing that this is a part of her life. Listen to this part, in the first couple of pages of Secret Six #1, we see her having this vision of her bottom surgery, which I don't know if we've done that in comics yet. I think to be able to have those bits of representation and those little nods to another part of who she is, as we're being told it doesn't exist, there's only two genders. I think it's fantastic to be able to continue having this visibility in comics. She's having this vision of her bottom surgery. And I want you all to understand this very carefully. This is not somebody having, going in for a butt lift and getting the ass of their dreams. No. By bottom surgery, this is literally someone having visions of a man having his penis and testicles cut off. That's what this is. That is what this is. I'm not even sugarcoating this anymore. That is what this is. That's what they're putting into this book. You understand? That's what Nicole Maines put into this book, and DC approved. Literal mutilation. A man having his genitalia removed because that's supposed to be perfectly fine for some freaking reason. This is beyond disturbing, and I don't know who the hell actually told anybody that this was a good idea. I really don't. This is absurd. I mean, like, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know who sat there and thought to themselves, what would be interesting? I've always wanted to see this vision of Dreamer's bottom surgery, where Dreamer went from being a dude and became a woman by having his literal manhood removed. Yeah, that's perfect. That makes perfect sense. Let's do that. Let's show that. That's #1. What is wrong with these are comics that are meant for a wide audience. You understand me? Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. This is not some small niche group that is putting together some weird shit that maybe only like 2 or 3 people will read. I mean, check Joe Glass for that. See if he's still begging online for money or something. And that's because nobody's reading that crap. But this is what you're putting in to mainstream comic books, right? Literal mainstream comic books that thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people are going to read. This is what you're putting in. Literal vision of somebody having their penis and testicles cut off. That's what this is. The word of bottom surgery. That's what it is. Like I said, this has nothing to do with anybody getting some kind of butt lift. No, this is literal freaking mutilation. And you're putting that in there and bragging about how, it's so good to have representation for those little nods to another part of who she is, as we're being told it doesn't exist. There's only 2 genders. There are only 2 genders. There's always been 2 genders. You sick. Hey, I tell you, boy, these things are just, oh Lord, boy, it's getting harder and harder because I am a DC fan. Superman is my favorite superhero, but oh God, boy, DC, you just keep going off the freaking deep end with this shit and acting like we're all supposed to be okay with it. Visions of bottom surgery of Dreamer, that dude having his penis and testicles cut off. God, what are you putting in the book? What are you putting in the book? But it doesn't stop there. The ridiculous nonsense continues on. This is what you also had to say. And to have her flanked by the bisexual Superman with his gay boyfriend, and then with Black Alice, whatever the F she is, you try to give her a label and she turn you into a frog and then do something horrible to you. And then we have Catman, the resident bisexual daddy, and whatever the F he's got going on with Deadshot, it's fun, and that is the true meaning of Secret Six. And so you heard it yourself here. This is coming straight from the mouth of Nicole Maines, who's writing this book. This is what it is. This is what this whole book is all about. Nothing more than a freaking allegory to push this nastiness. That's it. That's what it is. That's what it is. So anybody who wants to doubt me and say, well, no, this is what Nicole Maines is saying. You understand me? Flanked by bisexual Superman, who we all know is gay, with his gay boyfriend, right? And Black Alice, whatever the F she is, you understand me? You have Catman, the resident bisexual daddy, and whatever the F he's got going on with Deadshot here, because that's what people want to read. That's what people want to read. Dreamer having visions of bottom surgery with manhoods being cut off, you understand me? John and Jane Nakamura getting it on, and then you have Catman possibly looking to rape Deadshot or whatever. This is what you're pushing. This is what this book is. This is what you're pushing. This is the crap that I think this thing just get on them. It just pisses me off. You can't write good things to save your life. This is the crap you're putting out there. This is it. Visions of bottom surgery, for God's sakes, boy. Hey. But this to prove that Nicole Maines has absolutely no clue what she's doing, and this sounds bad. She goes on to talk about Amanda Waller. And it becomes very clear that Nicole Maines has absolutely no idea who Amanda Waller is or motivation, and she's never read anything about Amanda Waller apart from Absolute Power. That's it. That's it. Because what does Nicole Maines say? I love Amanda Waller. I am so interested in characters that are like, I do bad things for the right reasons. I think perhaps more than anyone else, she just so embodies. If you can't beat them, join them. She's a Black woman from a low-income community who lost half her family to gun violence and sexual violence and revenge. And in her quest to regain control of her situation, she's become deeply ingrained in this comic book villain persona. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, and I think she knows that, but you can't stop a runaway train, and there's no option but to double down now. I think you could pretty much tell that Nicole Maines knows nothing about Amanda Waller. Nothing. Apart from whatever happened in Absolute Power, nothing. Because apparently, everything Amanda Waller does is perfectly fine because she's a Black woman from a low-income community. That's it. And these are the surface level things that Nicole Maines focuses on. Your race, your gender, who you're screwing, what you're screwing, bottom surgery. These are the things that Nicole Maines focuses on. These are the things. Amanda Waller is a criminal. There is no denying of anything like that. Her whole thing with Absolute Power is that she wanted to take over everything, and the heroes were an impediment to that, so that's why she decided to go out and do that. That was the whole reason for it. You understand me? Throughout the years, Amanda Waller has done a lot of shady things. She's basically just a government bureaucrat. But they have tried to just elevate Amanda Waller to this whole holier than thou, all-powerful Black woman, and everybody's supposed to vote and all of that. And like I said before, I say again, I'm sick of the character. They've ruined Amanda Waller, and I don't want to see her again for years. I don't want to see her. But no, this is perfectly fine. Because as far as Nicole Maines gets it, you understand me? Amanda Waller is a Black woman from a low-income community who had some bad things happen to her. So that makes every evil thing that she does okay because she's a Black woman from a low-income community. That's it. This perfectly something that Nicole Maines has no idea who the hell Amanda Waller is, her motivations, nothing. She literally does not know, she literally does not care. She's just saying stuff for saying stuff. But what this book is really about, what this book is actually pushing, has nothing to do with anything like that. Amanda Waller is just a character added in there because they need to push her and she says something. What this book is about is literally in the first couple of pages of Secret Six. Number one, we see we see Dreamer having this vision of her bottom surgery. That's it. Vision of her bottom surgery. Because when we had Joker literally getting pregnant with some shit like that, that wasn't let's literally put mutilation in there now. That's not what we should do. Put mutilation, put an actual man having his penis and testicles removed. That's what you should do. But then, of course, Nicole Maines clarified everything and lets you all know exactly what this book is going to be about. Bisexual Superman with his gay boyfriend, Black Alice and whatever the F she is, you understand me? Catman, the resident bisexual daddy, and whatever the F he's got going on with Deadshot. And that is the true meaning of Secret Six. I'm telling you, I have to ask seriously what the F is wrong with DC Comics, because these people seem to not either want money, don't care to make money, don't care about the fans, just care about pushing this disturbing shit, and everybody's sick of it. But this is the kind of crap that they're getting, because they're just letting Nicole Maines, right? Whatever the hell Nicole Maines wants. Because why? Nicole Maines is transgender and an activist, and that's all you need. That's all the qualification you need now to write comics. That's it. You know your thoughts on this absolute and utter disturbed crap. Comments, have a different opinion, I would love to hear it. I don't know what it could possibly be, but sure. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put a new video, and I shall see you all next time. Take care.